Hello traders, and welcome to this next video of my analysis of weekend games in football. And in this video we are having a closer look at Germany. Germany, where you can see that I have a lot of red, and it's because I have a lot of team in category number 6. It's at the lower part of Bundesliga table. It's at this very moment very hard to differentiate, right, between the categories of those teams, and it's often like that, right? If you look at the top of the table, right, if I tell you Bayern München and I don't know, and Borussia Dortmund, or Bayern München against Leipzig, you can easily say which team is better. But if I tell you, right, Darmstadt or Bochum, you don't know, or Bochum against Mainz, it's more difficult to say. Also because, you know, each team is capable of winning, really. So for that purpose, these teams are on the same categories. Let's see if the market agrees, or maybe the market prefers one team over another in the same category, and that would be our potential opportunity, right? Watch list edition, yeah, things like that. Right, so first, it's a big one, Dortmund against Bayern. So yeah, I mean, for me, Bayern is a better team, yeah. So I'm not. It's not that I am. Not giving any chances to Dortmund, but let's see the odds. I lost my odds, but here they are. Okay, Dortmund against Bayern. The market agrees. 3.88 and 1.80 for Bayern. Bayern being twice as good as Dortmund, and the probability is 55%. So you can, how to approach this, right? It's simple, right? If you consider 100 games, right, between Bayern and Dortmund, Bayern should win 55. This is what the market is telling us. And the only question is whether we agree with this evaluation or not. I do agree, by the way. I do agree. 1.8 for Bayern, I think, is a fair price. So, yeah. So let's move on. Union Berlin performing terribly recently, and Eintracht Frankfurt. And the market is telling us that these are equal teams. No, the market is telling us that Union is better. So this is crazy. Union Berlin, 15th in the table, just above the relegation zone. 5 defeats in last 5 games. This is how they are performing at the moment. You have this car in a race. I know that, I mean, you know that I like those race analogies, right? So you have the car performing poorly, 5 races lost recently, 15th in the league table, and then you have Frankfurt, 7th in the table, 2 wins and 1 draw in last 3 games, right? And the market is telling you that is preferring Union Berlin slightly. This is something that I cannot agree with, unless there are some team news that would justify it. But for that, we need to wait and see. So that's a yes. Freiburg against Mönchengladbach. Freiburg, for me, a better team. Definitely, they are playing at home. I'm expecting the lower odds from Freiburg. And what do we have? We have, for Freiburg, 2.12 and 3.25, which is very good. Good work, market. Very good. Wolfsburg against Bremen. For me, Wolfsburg would be the preference. Number 4, number 5, but not a big one. But the market is actually giving more. 173 for 31. Yeah. This is telling us that either the Freiburg, so okay, these are the same category teams, Mönchengladbach and Bremen. Mönchengladbach 11th, Bremen 12th, both 9 points, performing equally, right? And then we have Freiburg 8th and Wolfsburg 9th in the table. But there are just 3 points difference, yeah? They both have this home advantage. If I was to select, I think these odds should be lower, 2.12. But yeah, just thinking as we speak on how to approach this. Or these should be higher. No, I mean Wolfsburg. The problem with Wolfsburg is that they lost last 3 games, but Werder Bremen, they lost 3 out of 4. So yeah, and here Freiburg lost 2 in 3. Mönchengladbach won 1. Yeah, it's none of these teams are can provide a solid performance. So for now, okay, I will leave it. I will see what else we have. Mainz against Leipzig. Yeah, obviously Leipzig will have better odds. I mean, lower odds, of course. Leipzig, yeah, it's 161. Köln against Augsburg, 2.4, 2.84. Hoffenheim against Leverkusen, 476. And Leverkusen, 161. Xavi Alonso's team, yeah? And Stuttgart against Heidenheim, 457 and 169. So look here, here and here and here, these 3 rows. So we have 3 blue teams, number 2 teams, and they are facing the red teams, number 6. And one team is number 3. So Stuttgart, Heidenheim is okay. Leipzig, Mainz is okay. Leverkusen, again, it's the same story that was there last week when Leverkusen was facing Freiburg. I don't know. It's another tricky situation, right? Hoffenheim number 6 in the table. Bayer Leverkusen are the leaders. They've gained more points even than Bayern München. That's a no, and that's a no. Leverkusen in just completely great form, totally great form. The thing is that Hoffenheim, okay, they are the best team playing away, but at home they are very poor, very poor. Hoffenheim is a team that usually plays better away, and I think this is what justifies those odds. Hoffenheim just won 1 game at home out of 4, so that will be a no. This one, Augsburg against Köln. So we have 16th Köln, who finally, Köln is 17th. And we have Augsburg with 2 wins, 5-2 against Heidenheim and 3-2 against Wolfsburg. So 8 goals in last 2 games. And Köln 6-0 against Leipzig. They defeated Mönchengladbach, however, 3-1 at home. So I'm not really want to get involved in this one. Darmstadt and Bochum, expecting similar odds. Yeah, it's almost like that, 2.38 and 2.85. It's the game that will be played tomorrow. That's a no. So for me, one solid entry, one very solid entry here in the watch list: Union Berlin against Frankfurt. Very probable that I will be going against Union Berlin in this game. Other than that, yeah, there were some tricky games here, right? Freiburg, we can argue that they should be a little bit lower, but 2.12, okay, I will probably leave it at that. And Leverkusen. Is Leverkusen really that good? Xavi Alonso is doing a great job, it seems. It's always difficult going against the leader, the team that is demolishing everyone. I'll just have to wait and see. But Hoffenheim, they are just very poor at home. I can't trust them in this game. And other than that, Leipzig and Stuttgart are correct odds. This one, Augsburg, yeah, they are probably not worse than Köln, but both of these teams are underperforming, really. So I don't want to get involved there. Köln, yeah, last season actually, Köln won 3-2 at home and 3-1 away. So no. One selection is okay. Yeah, I have a number of selections in the other leagues. So for Bundesliga, I'm sticking with this one, which is pretty strong. Union against Frankfurt. Thank you very much. Last but not least, La Liga. We'll just have a very quick look at that. And that will be it. So thank you very much and see you there. Bye.